All right, guys, a little quick information here. If you're trying to put 8 gen SI seats into an RD1 and you're on a budget like I am, old seats are right there. So what you gotta do, or at least what I did, I cut the tabs off. They're just riveted on. I just drilled them out and drilled up the stock ones from the SI, the stock rivets, and I just replaced it with hardware, one of Ace hardware. And I got, I don't know if you guys can see that, some Allen head bolts. I just put a washer and a lock washer, right? Nuts. This one only takes one. I gotta tighten that. This one only takes one. And out of the 2 rivets that are here, there's 2 rivets here, right? I used the back one on the. I used the back one out of the 2 rivets, right? The closer to the middle. And then on the bracket, I used the closest to the actual mounting hole, right? And then this is the only modification I had to do. Just wallow that out, but it still bolts up. Washer holds it in place, everything. As for the tops, right? This is actually the one that goes on the left, and the one that's on the right goes on the over here, right? So basically, from the RD1, when I drilled them out, I just flipped them, and this one lines up perfectly. This one, the hole ends up like right here. So for now, I'm gonna run it like that with a washer or something to hold this down, because the other 3 line up just fine. So I'm gonna use a washer to hold this down and get that nice and secured. But in the future, whenever I get time, I'm gonna go to the junkyard and I'm gonna take some, which would technically be the left side of the seat. I need another one of those for each side, and put it on this side and see how well that lines up, to see if I can get the hole. The hole literally needs to be here, like on this end. So if I put this guy here, it lines up perfectly, but then this one doesn't line up, and then vice versa. So I'm gonna go try to get 2 more of these from the junkyard and run them and see how that goes. That'll be for a future update, but for right now, 3 of them line up. This one I'm just gonna use a big washer and just hold it down against it. But yeah, that's for if you're on a budget. I'm gonna shampoo the seats and get them in, but just some information, because there's really not much on it besides like getting a whole aftermarket bracket and running it that way. But I'm on a budget. I'm not really trying to go crazy with that. All right, guys, so went to the junkyard. I got would be another set of left side of the rails for a CRV. Gotta make sure you wallow that out to be able to fit, because on the original rails there's a spot weld here, or a weld I guess you could say, and then the rivet. So you just drill out the rivet. I didn't even cut the weld off the rails. I just drilled out the rivet, hammered this down back and forth till the weld broke. And then yeah, so that's gonna fit there. But if you look, so that's a temporary like self-tapper headset or whatever, but this is gonna sit far more to the right than that one, and that should line up. Let me go ahead and get this installed and put it back in and see how that goes. If anything, I might need to wallow the hole out to the right, but we'll find out. All right, so that's how you get, lines up fucking perfectly. That one, slide it forward. All right, and then back here, that one's perfect, and that one's perfect. So this one, again, all I had to do was wallow the hole out bigger. You can kind of see how I just made it longer. Now this one is kind of a struggle to get in, but you can get it in there. Kind of just gotta fight it a little bit. But yeah, and then it puts the seatbelt buckle in a weird position because of, you gotta use the original CRV ones, but it works. I've been driving it for a week now. Slider works just fine. And yeah, that's how you get SI seats from 2006 to 2011, I think it is, or 2012. The 8th gen SI seats in your RD1 CRV.